everybody. Welcome. I'm Larraine. I will be your meditation guide for this next about 20 to 30 minutes. Go ahead and find a comfortable seat. Create your space around you so that you are set up for the most relaxation for your day today. You're sitting in your chair. Make sure that your feet are rooted towards the ground. Make sure that you can touch the ground. This will help you to stay grounded as we find that relaxation. And if you're sitting on the ground, root those sit bones towards the earth. So we use the sit bones to ground us down. Let's roll our shoulders back and down a couple times just to settle into our space, settle into our body, and also simultaneously releasing some of the weight of the world that we carry on the shoulders, any burden or worry. Deep breath. Those shoulders relax back and down your spine. Let the crown of your head reach up to the sky. So we're sitting nice and tall. If your eyes are closed, allow them to float open. Today, our meditation is titled Lead into Intuition. It's going to allow us to connect with and trust our inner knowing. Have you ever unintentionally taken a different route home or knew that attending a certain event just was not in your best interest, so you decided to stay home? This is your intuition. When you hear or see or feel your intuition, the messages are clear and effortless. We may not be able to express into words what we just know, but the clarity is present. Message is clear. Other ways that we can experience our intuitive messages may be through art, such as drawing or writing or dancing, through music, hearing a song on the radio, and we'll feel that connection with the lyrics, the sounds, the instruments, or maybe also playing an instrument or singing. We also experience our intuition through signs or symbols, maybe a feather in your path, or maybe seeing a series of numbers. We also connect with intuition through our dreams. The dreams we have can be so vivid and stick with us. When we awaken, we just know the message. Maybe sometimes we connect with it later on. Another way to access intuition is to lean into the intuition through meditation. For today's meditation, we will lean into that intuition through focus, breath work, and trust. Our mantra of the day is, I trust my inner knowing. And I connected the inner knowing purposely because today we're going to use our fingers. So tapping our thumb to our pointer, thumb to the middle finger, thumb to the ring finger, and then thumb to the pinkies. And then starting over again. This is a practice called Sa Ta Na Ma, and it's a mantra practice, meditation practice. But for today, we are going to plug in our mantra of the day. Each word is each finger. So we'll start with I trust my inner knowing. Take a good pause there. I trust my inner knowing. Let's try that once on our own without speaking any words or moving our mouth. Begin. Done. Rest your hands into your lap. We can bring that back into our meditation when we go into our meditation. We'll begin with a little journaling. If you would like to, you can cycle back to this at a later time, or you can bring it in to your practice at this time. It's just a good way that we can check in. If you have a journal or paper and a pen nearby, please bring that into your space. We will do a brief check-in before and after the meditation to journal our thoughts and our experiences. For today's journal prompt, let's check in with how you're feeling. How are you feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually. Allow yourself a few minutes to ponder and check in with how you feel. How are you feeling mentally today? How are you feeling in the body? And spiritually, your higher self, your inner knowing, message you have in this moment. You can also ponder these mentally without the use of the journal. Give yourself a couple more minutes. Sometimes messages are clear, and sometimes we need a little time to ponder those messages. There's no right or wrong here. Everyone has their own unique experience. Just about one more minute to check in. Finish up our journaling, wrap up any last thoughts you have. You can always cycle back later. Go ahead and put down any pens or pencils that you have. We'll begin our meditation. Find that comfortable seat, just like we did when we started this presentation. But for now, let's roll those shoulders back and down 3 times. And then we'll roll them forward and down 3 times, letting go any worries, any weight. And rolling those shoulders back and down one more time, plugging them into the back pockets. And as you do so, reach the crown of your head to the sky, relax your belly, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in the nose and let it go out the mouth. 2 more of those cleansing breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Letting your hands relax, your wrists, your shoulders, and your belly. Maybe your tailbone rounds forward as you relax the hips, the knees, and the ankles, letting all of the joints relax in the body as you sink a little bit more into your seat. Deep breath in the nose. More relaxation in the joints with your exhale. Returning to that mantra of the day. I trust my inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing. As you settle in for your meditation, know that you can adjust your seat to your position at any time, and then use the breath or use the mantra to come back into that stillness, that mindfulness. Meditation is a practice. Give yourself grace. If you find your mind wandering, that is normal. and joy. I trust my inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing. trust my inner knowing. Slowly begin to deepen your breath, coming to present awareness. Bringing your awareness to your body, starting to gently wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Circle the wrists. And nice and slow, bring your palm to your lap, to your knees. Opening up the palms to the sky. Resting your hands on your knees or lap. Let's return to our mantra, using our fingers to guide us. Thumbs begin at the pointer. I trust my inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing. Once more on your own, without speaking any words or moving your mouth, lips, or tongue. Release lips. Rotate your hands back to your knees. Roll the shoulders back and down 3 times. Letting those shoulders sit in the back pockets, creating space in the neck, lifting your chin, lifting your heart forward and the crown of your head to the sky. Nice deep breath. Allow your eyes to float open. Take a moment to look around. Notice what you see, what you hear, what you feel. Maybe take another deep breath. Take a moment to check in after our meditation. Again, mentally, or write it down in journal or paper. Let us check in with what messages you are feeling, the messages you are hearing, the messages you are connecting with. Take a moment to acknowledge or jot down any of those messages. It's okay if they're not coming to you at this moment. Give yourself grace and love, acceptance. And there's no right or wrong with your messages, no right or wrong on your timing. Just as we are unique individuals living unique experiences. So are those messages. Give yourself another minute to acknowledge these messages. Begin to wrap up your journaling, your acknowledgement. You can always circle back later when those messages come in. Go ahead and put down any pens or pencils you're using. Let's sit up nice and tall. Bring one hand to the heart, the other hand on top. Giving acknowledgement to your heart center, where you give and receive love. Your wings reaching that love out, expanding it out around you. And sweeping your hands up and overhead, all the way up above the crown of your head. Seal that love together. Bring the thumbs to the middle of the forehead, the third eye. This is our center of intuition and inner knowing. Taking a moment to acknowledge once more and appreciate that intuition, that inner knowing, with a gaze up to the sky or a bow down to the earth. Turning back to center, we will meet there. Inhale. And exhale, bring your thumbs to your heart. Plugging your thumbs into your heart center, open your hands like a book. We'll send some love out to one another. And sweeping that love back in, drawing it in. Thank you for joining me today. Enjoy your day, connecting with and trusting your intuition for your greatest good. If you have any comments, questions, or want to share your experience, I'm open arms, open ears. Please connect with me through the Zoom chat or at my email located at the bottom of the screen, larrainemichelle@gmail.com. Give grace to yourself today. Give love to yourself. Honor where you're at in your journey. Most importantly, send that love out. Bring that love in.